Alright, so we've sunk him. We've got both of our big buffs up. Let's see what we can get these numbers up to. Alright, so he's flooded after this hit, and this is going to be our 50% harder. Guys, we just hit 18k. 18k on one torpedo. Hitting 11k average after that. Yeah, while it's not the Garuda, like, you gotta actually work to get this stuff to hit, you're still gonna be, like, I don't know, you're still competitive with this build, you know what I mean? Alright, you guys just saw some pretty big numbers there. Cowboy here. Let's go ahead and walk you through what was going on. I think I did the best I could to kind of type it out for you as it was happening, but first off, guys, we had Blood and Gold proc. That is from the Buccaneer's Oath armor. That's going to give us 25% increased weapon damage and armor for 30 seconds after you sink something. We also had the Signal Gong up. Now this is going to give us 15% increased damage after a crew attack. That is kind of inconsistent right now, as crew attacks are buggy. They might disable all your weapons and stuff after. I don't really find this worth using right now. I would highly recommend you guys take Megaphone until they fix crew attacks. That was the second thing, though, that was really buffing the crap out of our damage. And then the third thing, guys, it's charge stores. This is a minor furniture piece. Whenever we apply the Storm Strokes effect on a target, we're going to get 50% increased damage on our next attack. Now, usually that is just one shot, but in the case of the broadsides, because it is one click and all 4 torpedoes go, all 4 torpedoes benefit from this. So this is what we really want to exploit and leverage to make the most out of this build. And lastly, the target was also flooded. This is a really easy thing to acquire, guys. If you have a friend, I know they are not so easy to acquire, have them run the Badar for you guys. That ship, when it rams something, even at 0 out of 6 upgrade, when that boat rams something, it's going to instantly apply flooded. Have them run munitions mixer with it. That target will be flooded until it's dead. It's dead after that. GG's. Now, what really kind of makes our build excel, and over on the right, if you guys do want to swap it out, you don't have the Heavenly Lance, but you do have the Dahaka. That's this torpedo right here. It's a piercing and flooding type, and while it only has 40% of its damage as secondary damage, whereas the Heavenly Lance has 50%, and that's what really makes this build special, you do kind of benefit from this, like, penetration perk a little bit, and that's kind of cool. And piercing got an overhaul. It's got a status effect now called Punctured. That's going to decrease the target's armor by 500 for 15 seconds and immediately deal 5,000 damage. And so that might make these Dahaka actually worth using. We won't know until December 3rd when that furniture piece comes out, but I'll be sure to put out a video for you guys, so please like, subscribe, and check that out. But lastly, guys, the most notable thing about this build is, even if you don't run Signal Gong, even if you run a Megaphone, make sure you guys copy the minor furnishings to a T if you're using the Heavenly Lance, because remember, the Heavenly Lance has 50% of its damage is secondary damage, 30% of it is lightning, 20% of it is flooding, so it's going to benefit from the Brigantine's flooding perk for 20% more weapon damage. It's going to benefit from all of these. So we have Tuning Station giving it 17% more secondary damage, Torpedo Works giving it 19% more secondary damage, Expanding Corkscrew Station giving it 15% more, and then Copper Fastening giving it 15% more. Now let's break that down real quick, guys, into chicken nuggets. That's 15%. That's 15%. That's a total of 30 so far. That's 49 right there. And that's going to make it 66% increased secondary damage. And that's how we're attaining these massive, massive, massive numbers that other torpedoes are not able to achieve at this moment. So, GG's, guys. If you liked it or you want to know more about this build, guys, go down in the comments or the description, and I will have I'll post the link to the full deep dive, talk about all of it, and you guys can see the testing of the build and whatnot. So, GG's. Thank you. Peace out.